like old F1 races of the past, the final round is upside down. It's in Australia. You've got Ash in the booth, and you've also got Mr. Racer Tay alongside.
Hello, everybody. 12th and the final. We've got no championship fight going into D1. There's still points for positions, but as far as I'm aware, the championship is done and dusted, won by Mr. Izat.
Yeah, Isa on 196 points cannot be caught by Stinson in second on 160.
And I think we might actually be receiving a guest along the way. We received a message from Smalley saying he might be heading along. There we go. Don't know if you saw that, but I had a bit of a bug on my screen there, where apparently there was a 3-lap race to determine the qualifying order.
I didn't see it. That's strange, but now we're heading into qualifying and we'll see what happens from here.
From the looks of my screen, first car is going to be Tommy PLR in the Mercedes. Can't see a bit further down the grid, but we're watching him now. We've got Ferrari out as well. It looks like the Ferrari of Lazo.
And here he is.
The other car's out. Gunman is left session. Imperfect car heading out in the Williams behind, I think, what is the Mercedes of Tommy. We've got a Red Bull out that looks like Maximus. That'll be the only Red Bull on track. Right then, going on to the 8 laps. Hello, Mr. Smalley, who is joining us in the commentary booth just now.
Yes, I'm here.
Right, something's going on because on the stream, for some reason, I can only be on board with people.
Alright,
there we go, it's fixed.
Right, okay.
It's fixed. It's fixed.
Ah, there we go.
We're good. So who was the first out, did we say? It was Lazo and Tommy, wasn't it? So I'm gonna...
Lazo and Tommy, who's currently going through weight at turn 12. Just looking around now to find the furthest guy on track. It looks like... what has happened here with Tommy? Oh, no, sorry. Okay, my game is lagging a bit, which is a bit of a concern because it's been doing this for a while now.
Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 3.
It'll just be people backing up trying to get space.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, Lazo's just on the start-finish straight now. I'm actually with him on one board with Lazo going into turn 1 and 2.
We've got Lazo on his first qualifying lap.
There he goes.
Turn 1 and 2, that's the approach, and Jones chicane down into Sports Centre now, which is the official lane. Turn 3. Through Howard now. Turn 4. To be honest, I would give the pointers for the lap, but he's genuinely jumping around on my screen so much that I can't really tell what's going on.
Oh, he's invalidated his lap.
And Lika has already retired from the session.
Oh.
And Tommy gets a 5-place grid penalty. Oh, that is a massive accident down at Hellas, on the exit of Hellas there.
Oh, look at the state of that.
Oh dear.
That's... that is
so whatever happens there, whatever happened, I imagine Tommy's lost a portion of his front wing. Yeah, there it is. The entire left-hand side of it has just disappeared, and Leek has suffered an even more cruel fate.
Oh, why did Tommy hit me, bestie?
Oh dear, I can hear the swearing coming out of Finland right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be mad. Oh, Mr. Tons of Funds just went 119 and pinched the fastest one so far. He's so great.
I heard he used your bestie.
Yeah, sometimes. Just on board with him now. Looking at his car livery is just as exciting as he is. Max put a nice 121 in there. All know Max very well. He's the old fuel strategist.
Quickly, Nils jumps ahead of jumps. Nils
Oops,
jumps
sorry.
into second position with a 120.8. Goes to turn 1 there. Who have we got next to cross the line on the grid? We've got HHA currently rounding the final corner. I'm not sure if you got a bit of a slide on for anyone else there. I think he's letting through
He's
the
invalidated his
McLaren. That
lap.
was Alex. Yeah, Alex just starting his first flying lap.
Just bear in mind as
Not
well,
a great
there's
start for the
about
McLaren
6 or
driver. Goes
7 of these
P4,
have
actually, sorry.
joined on very short notice.
Yeah,
Right, sorry guys, I'm gonna need to quickly, I'll stay in the party, but I'm gonna need to hop out the game for a second, because I'm having some proper issues here with people
Right here.
lagging across the track. I'll
So
see you
shut
in a
up,
minute,
Ash.
Molly.
Nils, 120.
Yeah, good time from Nils. He'll be getting
Well
himself ready for the Division 2 race in a couple hours' time.
There's, him and Joto are very, very in it to win it today. And there's only, 4 tenths and a bit separating them. This is going to get good. This is going to be like the practice match, if you like.
Yeah, this is the them scoping each other out, ready for it later on, seeing where they are in terms of pace.
I don't think the points are going to matter too much on the actual whole of things, because we know last week Izzat, the absolute F1 genius, took the win for the season. Stinson couldn't do it unless I think Izzat had to finish under 4th, I think it was, for them to still be a chance. But obviously Izzat was just super fast and made it back to 2nd.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're watching his replacement, the mathematical genius and his robot. we all know that he counts with his girly hands somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think that was a mathematical problem. That was done by design, just so he didn't end up in this league. And here he is racing in this league, so who knows?
Yes, he's...
Okay, I'm going to, just one thing, I wasn't lagging around in the Gran Turismo practice session we were doing earlier, were we?
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer my game to USB storage and I'm going to see what happens then. I will also stay in the stream because I can see the stream now. So, Smalley, you are taking my eyes and ears in the situation.
Oh, lovely.
So German's just heading round
It's
on his
Saturday.
outlap now.
I can't see.
You can't see any time you wear glasses.
Yeah, but I know turn 14's called Stuart. That's ace.
German now is heading out on his first lap now. He's heading down the start finish straight into the first chicane. Very, very fast approach into the first right-hander.
Was German here last week?
Down into 4th, carrying the curb. Is he already invalidated the lap, I think?
He has.
At least the map is showing up red. I think that might have been on the apex of turn 1. He didn't look to have run wide going through turn 2, the unnamed turn 2, and he goes very wide on the exit of turn 4. I think this will be a in-lap for the British Ferrari driver.
And Fred Proctor, new teammate, in the chat there. Hello. Rodden Pollux, I'm assuming that's Mr. Hammerbush. And Shaw, hello.
Hello everybody, good to have you all here. I suppose I could actually be social media corner for a bit, couldn't I, for once?
Ari Hammers!
So now we've got Lazo on the lap.
Ari!
Lazo
Just
heading
looking at
through.
that now, carrying down turn 1. That was a nice apex there. He's carried a good amount of speed down into Sports Centre.
I mean, what's the track limits like on turn 4, Ash?
I don't think it's too bad on turn 4.
Oh, that's good to know.
They're pretty lenient. You can carry the because of the nature of the exit of the corner. It's easy to overstep the mark, but ultimately, as long as you're sensible about it, turn 4 isn't really a problem for track limits. The problem with track limits you'll probably be seeing is turn 1, which is the Jones chicane, and turn 12 at weight, which is the really, really quick left-right flick that we're currently seeing Lazo going through now. Because it swings from left and the right carrying an awesome amount of apex speed there. I think he might have just gone a bit wide, but the lap hasn't been invalidated, so he's good to go through this last sector into corner named Ascari through Stewart now, Smalley's new favourite corner. I realise I'm a bit behind.
Looks like it's wrong there.
He's now heading across the start-finish line now. 1:21.0 goes fourth fastest.
That would put him in 4th position. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Stinson's I think he's went slightly faster, 19.3. Random Serious has gone second, 20.7.
Yeah, I just saw that in the background there as well. I think VR had
man chasing a shot. Man chasing the shot. It's an outside shot, ultimately, but a man chasing a shot at the D2 Championship puts himself second in amongst the D1 pigeons.
But that's what I was saying before. I mean, I don't think the points are going to make too much difference to the D1.
For Random Series.
So I'm kind of hoping that all get stuck in and battle it out.
That's what we'd love to see. We've got yellows up in Clark. I'm not sure if that's the 2 Ferraris getting each other this way. Yeah, the 2 Ferraris. Politely nudging each other, I think. Let's have a look.
I think.
What can I see? What's in my field of vision? We've got Gurman on an outlap who hasn't actually set a time yet.
Random Serious is going 3/10 quicker than his previous time. Going through the second
and that would put him. That would put him back on in second place, ahead of Nils, who is another D2 Championship contender. So I think in a party earlier we were saying this could be round 1 between a few of the drivers here. We're seeing that in action
corner,
here.
I think there's going to be problems in. I mean, obviously I'm a novice driver compared to a lot of these, but that last turn is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, he goes second.
The automatic reaction is to just jump on the throttle as fast as you can, and it's a bad idea unless you can short shift up really fast.
That's about 6/10 quicker than no, not 6/10 quicker. Sorry, that's about 6/100ths. I think quicker than Nils, his championship contender. That might be my maths acting up, but
Random Serious is still in that championship fight as well, albeit 23 points back
quite a way back. It's still possible though.
23 points back, so he needs other things to happen. He needs other things to happen.
For a miracle, but importantly, miracles can happen.
Yeah.
So we've got the Iton on an outlap. He's another one of the guys that was sitting in D2 last week in Bahrain.
Oh, Gurman's invalidated again, and he hasn't even set a lap.
This is looking a little bit dire for Gurman at the moment. He's not set a lap, but he just doesn't seem to be able to hook one up. Do you reckon it's just not quite comfortable with the car, the setup, not enough practice?
Track.
He wasn't here last week as well, I don't think, mine, so... He's invalidated again!
This is looking ever more dire for the Ferrari driver. He's got 5 minutes left in the session so far.
He's still got time to jump in and get a new set if he's got them.
Where is he on the track? I reckon just about. It'd be close, and he'd have to rush back on this outlap now, or on this in-lap, sorry. But he might just be able to make it work. That, or he's going to have to.
He's going to have to. Oh no! Yeah, he's trying to. He's trying to get back to that pit as fast as he can.
Has he just shifted up to a fuel mix 2 by any chance?
He went straight over the chicane. This is more entertaining than the race. This should do this every week.
What is this? Danger Melbourne?
Danger Melbourne, yeah.
I'm just busy watching is it the Ilton?
The Iton, yeah. I think it's the Eaton, or the Iton.
He's just coming through now. The back end of the circuit.
Up.
Yeah.
So far, he's already jumping a good clump of cars here.
Yeah, Gurman's dropped into the pits now. He's still got 4 minutes to get out and get a lap.
Sector 2 now. Where's that timer going to be?
Still 3/10 up, but that's actually a purple middle sector from.
Purple middle sector, interesting. Let's see what you can make of the rest of this lap. It won't be enough ultimately, I don't think. to drag it into purple, unless he's got something very special saved up in this last sector of the lap. But as we watch him come through, what I'm guessing on your screens are Senna and Prost. And as he, hopefully, on your screens, pulls to the timing line, where's he going to be?
21.0 goes 6.
It's a very competitive time from the McLaren.
I just
A lot of the D2
question
reserves
quickly.
showing their strength here. Yeah?
Joto's only set at 121, but now has come out on an outlap. Do we think he's sandbagging here for the D2, or...?
We'll have to wait and see. We know Random, Serious and Nils are very quick. We know Joto's very quick. And
This
obviously
is why
he's
I think it's just a
favourite
favourite
for the
odd that they're
championship
not
fight.
quite as close together as what they normally are.
Let's see then, going on to Joto's outlap. We'll have to have a proper look at his position. He's not going to be wanting to start
now.
10th, and he's obviously got his championship rivals in with this session, but I don't think he'd want to sandbag too much.
Tommy is 4/10 up in the middle sector on his time now, as he's heading
That'll
towards
put
the
him
end
on
of the lap.
a 20.8. That'll put him in 5th position if he can keep that kind of momentum up through these last few corners
Joto's
of the
just
lap.
invalidated.
Oh,
Well, ultimately, if he had pace reserved, he might not be able to use it. He can use it if he gets around again, but otherwise he's going to be starting 10th, which is the final position
Tommy goes
of a
5th.
locked tyre set. Tommy goes 5th, as I thought he
20.6.
might. Very good lap from
German's just
Mercedes
pulled
there.
over the side for Joto there.
He's on an outlap now then. This is quite literally going to be his final chance. He's not going to get around the rest of the lap in 30 seconds, so he's going to have to actually... he might just have to just do a banker here and not push for a position he'd like to, because ultimately, you'd rather get time on the board than have no time at all.
Is it Seaton 10? I think that's one of Liga's mates. He set a decent time there, 121.
The Iton that's just retired, I think, from the session. He's happy with the way his session's played out. With the 121.090.
Right. Joto's going to come round now and he's going to get another go at it. It's just coming over the start finish now.
I'll let you two take us through the lap, as I don't want to compromise it with any delay.
I'm gonna go Joto now. He's just heading through turns one and 2, and now he's heading into the corner that infamously Martin Brundle flipped it over in 1996.
History repeated itself 2 decades later. But I think we're actually fairly synced up. Is he just hitting the Sector 1 marker now?
He's past it. He's heading up towards turns 8 and 9, I think.
8 and 9, yeah.
Oh, he's invalidated his time, Joto.
Oh, but at least Joe's got a time on the board there.
Just a
coming round.
bit too much on that inside curb. He's probably not going to be able to get another lap. If he's quick about it, maybe. But it'll be no, I don't think there's enough.
No, he's not going to manage it.
His session done. He'll be starting 10th. It's not bad. I think he would have preferred just a bit more out of pocket. We've got Alex there going up into P8.
German coming around the last corner now. He hasn't invalidated this time.
See where German can put his car.
119.
Oh, he goes second.
Into the 119s. So Stinson finally has someone that can match him into that corner. It's 3/10 between those two. That could be a very good race heading into the main competition. I have transferred my game, so let's see if this works.
Random Serious is a 10th up on his own time, but it's not going to push him any higher. Unless he has
just had a purple sector there as well.
Unless he gets
sector 1, sorry.
That's a flyer. Let's see now. Random heading through the final 2 turns.
Stinson's just had a purple sector too.
Here we go. And so it begins. Can he delve into the realm of the 118s?
Random Serious improves his time but stays 3rd. Imperfect car coming across the line. What can he do? 19.9.
Another one in the 119s. Very good time from Williams co-driver for Nils there.
Oh, and Stinson's just coming over the start finish now. Is it? Oh, he's done it.
He's improved.
Just delved into the 118s, has it?
No,
No, just
19-1.
shy.
Oh, 19-1. Very good showing.
Good job, tons of
from
fun.
the imperious Dutchman.
Yeah, that was a very, very quick time from Stinson. So there we have it. Tommy's going to have a 5-place grid drop as well.
I would
course.
see this as the thing. I mean, the replay option would massively come in handy for stuff like that. I mean, I would really like to have seen what happened there. I mean, obviously, nobody's at fault until they've been to the jury, have they? So,
Well,
I mean,
that's
it could have been just an incident, you know what I mean? It could have been a bit of both. It could have been one or the other, who knows? But obviously, Lika's been on the sharp end of it.
Yeah,
But
whatever happened, we've got Lika starting at the bottom of the grid.
Quite intrigued to see how Lika does straight from the back, because we both know he's going to get places back.
We know he can get places back, but can he keep a head cool?
Yeah, that's the thing. He might.
He's a very good driver, but one that's very easily blinded by the red smoke. Let's see how he fares getting through the field this time round.
Do you think he'll start on a opposite tyre to everybody else?
I think he will. I think he'll go on like a medium or a hard at least.
I think he knows he has the pace advantage over most of the cars ahead of him, so whacking it on a media compound tyre and just trying to rack up as many positions as possible might not be half a bad idea.
I'm interested, like I said. I mean, it's probably going to be the more focused part of my end is to watch Random, Nils, and Joto just to see what they're kind of doing. But do they throw their cards on the table with this race, or do they just use a different strategy as a practice?
I think to them this is more of a proper practice race simulation. They've got a competitive environment to do within. They've got the full race conditions, and ultimately they're trialing for D1. So it's an important race for these guys, but I think they're more focused on the D2 race because it's a championship for either one of them that's in the possibility to take it.
And let's not lie, we all want some carnage, but hopefully it doesn't affect
those three.
much.
Left seat down in turn one. It's a fairly
make good hats.
It's a fairly short apex turn one, and it leads directly into turn two. So it is a pretty common haven for pandemonium.
Which one's more C?
How do you mean?
There's a question in the stream saying, "Am I still in the lobby? My game disconnected." But the YouTube name is More C. Could you give a bit more information there, please? I'm trying to work out how it might. It's definitely not Stinson. It's not like a robot. Tommy. Definitely not VR. It's definitely not Nils. It's definitely not Joe. It's definitely not Max neither. But I'm not sure about the others.
Hang on a minute. Let me, if I can. I can't have a look at the channel. Either way.
What's your driver name, Morsi?
Might be out of the chat now. Hopefully, he's back in and just concentrating on race strategies and
Yeah,
tyres.
hopefully.
As we lead 10 seconds away from our formation lap, I believe we have in this.
Yeah, that's right.
Let Ash commentate on
that. So while we're here, and while we've got nothing else really to talk about...
No, it's 5 red lights. And Wolfen racing.
Away instantly!
Oh,
so
we're gone.
Here we go then. We've got a lot of cars moving around on the grid here. Stinson leads down into turn one. We've got German following in second. Got a few positions changed. Got no yellow flags. Everyone's stayed rank and file. Got a lot of debris flying around. That might just be me. That's just me.
Yeah, I can see it as well.
Yeah.
Liga's already got up into 14 from the back there.
In Lika,
I don't think he's made up.
I'm just having a look at what tyres people started on.
2 positions from the back of the grid. Aiton's had a shocker of a start. He's gone down all the way to P13. That's 6 positions
Yellow flag in
dropped
sector
from the
2.
start. It's had the best start of everyone. We've got yellow flags in sector
Tommy.
2. I'm not entirely sure who that is. It might be VR, who's a long way back.
Tommy slipped back in that midst as well. Just having a look at what tyres people are starting on. Oh, Avi's already got a 3-second penalty for multiple
Avi's
warnings on lap
already got
1.
a 3-second time penalty
Liga started on the
on the
hard as
first
well.
lap. That's not a great sign for the Haas.
No.
The league is starting on the hard tyre, going bold for the start of this race.
There's him, VR's on the mediums, Avi's on the mediums, and Robot's on the mediums as well. Everybody else starting on the softer compound.
Medium
So
side.
after lap 1, Gurman just about sticks with Stinson, going down into the sport centre. Imperfect car just a bit further behind in third. We've got Lazo and Random Series fighting at fourth position. Lazo might have gone a bit wide there, not quite. He's made the corner work and he's got the position. Random Series ahead of Nils here for 5th and 6th. Alex a bit behind in 7th. Joe Ajuso following behind 8th. He'll want to get up to his championship rivals, just maybe to show a bit of a stake claim on that front. We've got Aiton jumping dead further down the grid in 12th. He's had a pretty miserable start, dropping 5 positions. And behind him is the guy that's made the most positions on lap 1, OFR Leakola. Got Robot at the back, VR and HSA a fair way back even from there. I think they were the cars that might have caused that yellow flag. In sector 2, they look like they've had a bit of a spin somewhere.
Yeah, Ash,
What?
what do you call a cat with an engine in it?
Oh, God.
Meow!
Oh, dear. Mike Small and his dad jokes.
Is the race already that boring, Smalley? Oh, we've got a yellow
Joe.
flag in sector 3. I'm not sure who that is. It looks like it was the Aiton.
You're still in the
It
race.
wasn't Joe, it looks like it was the Aiton who was slow and has decided not to go in the pits. Oh no, he has gone in the pits.
Ah, it's HSA.
Yeah, you're still in the lobby if you can get reconnected.
Ah, okay.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Maximus is off at turn 1, I think.
It is Max,
No,
yeah.
not Max.
Maximus has spun it at turn 1. I think the front wing on that car is... The front wing on that
okay by the looks of
intact, but that's a serious...
Yeah, he's got both
serious
his ends
hamper on what was looking like a pretty good race.
Yeah, Max is pretty fast.
Then we get to go. Is the second. Goodman now gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as he's dropped just a bit behind his competitor IFR Stinson. Alright, he's still in DRS range though, so he's alright for now. Imperfect car now gets a 3-second time penalty, and look what we're seeing. Just as I thought it might happen, we've got a load of people already getting their warnings and their penalties from the turn 12 at weights.
Yeah, that's a corner where you attack, isn't it? And it's very, very easy to pick
German's just
penalties.
drifted round that last corner. What a save!
But it's dropped him back even further back
It
from
won't have done it
Stinson.
any time, but he'll get style points, I think, from the
Yeah,
stewards.
definitely. That's always a winner in my book. A bit of flamboyance.
There's a 3-car train here for 4th spot between Lazo, Random Series, and
See,
Nils.
Liga's all the way up into 11th on the
seeing
hot
that now.
Lazo's round.
Has Lazo gone round?
Oh, he's
That's
got
caused
all
a
the way
big old
down.
traffic jam as well. It looks like Joto Juso.
Liga's
No,
gonna
so
come past
okay.
him. No, he's not going to make it.
It's Random Serious. Random Serious is caught up in all this as well.
Oh, my.
No.
I think...
That's put Robot just behind Random as well now, so they're going to be battling it out there.
Whoa, Lazo's round.
Oh, everybody's having a mare.
Lazo's round again. What's happening with the Ferrari?
He almost... when he turned himself round, he almost went into the Renault there. I've got a funny feeling that first incident with Lazo
Is
and...
that of Random Serious?
Oh, hold on. Let's have a look at Lazo's win here. I think he could have lost a bit of plate here. I'm not...
It looks intact, but
I've got a funny...
I have to say, I think this is more of an overheating tyre thing. Oh, it's Gurman round! Gurman's round!
Oh no, it's all happening. It's went off.
Gurman's been round out of the last corner.
There's someone in the water.
He looked like he was unstable last lap.
And now all of a sudden it's just going Pete Tong.
Definitely the turtles, Mick. Don't ask Ash anything
We've got-
like that.
We've got we've got two cars here fighting for sixth position by the looks of things. Tommy PLR and Johto, who look pretty close on track. I think they're the closest on track as of the moment. Everyone else looks pretty spread out.
And they're not a million miles away from Nils either.
It looks like the Alpha Tauri of HSHA. HSHA's days goes from bad to worse. He's lost that entire left
Lazo's
front
out.
end plate on his wing. I just caught that out
he's
of
retired in the
Ascari. And Lazo has retired from the race.
Oh,
That was a pretty miserable affair, only lasting 5 laps. It looked like he just cooked the tyres a bit too much on that first few laps of the race, really.
Yeah, it's just literally just went off. It's been like 2 blue touch paper and retreat 10 yards so far this race. Is
I
now
don't know if this is HA back there, but it's just pitted for another set of softs. So I don't know if this is him back now, trying to push as hard as he can to try and make something back out of this race. But then then he was under blue flag there anyway, so he would have had to move. It just doesn't look like he's catching anything on the soft tyres.
everyone is pretty spaced out now. You've got Stinson in the lead from Imperfect Car from Nils in third. That's pretty spaced out now. Alex
Got
in
Alex
fourth.
Look at my bestie, he's up to 8th on the hard tyres.
One person I was literally just going to talk. Leeka has made up 8 positions from the start of this race, only the first 6 laps. So that's a really, really good start from the Finn. Contrary to my words before, he's kept a cool head and he's already got himself into the top 10.
Oh, the kid's a legend, man. But then I'm biased, he is my best friend.
Like Stinson is.
No, Stinson's a different kind of best friend. It's
But
like we love to hate and hate to love.
As we look to Tommy and Alex. Look to Tommy and Alex now, who are pretty close on track. Tommy could have a good run at the McLaren in this next DRS zone. As we go up to the main straight. DRS opens up on the rear flap of that Mercedes. Is he going to be close enough? Not this time, but he'll have a nice chance, hopefully, down into
Stinson's
turn
in.
3 at Sports Centre. Can he make anything work of that? Stinson already in. That's a fairly early trigger pull there from the Dutch driver. Goes onto the medium compounded tyre. I think that locks him into a 2-stop strategy.
Wow, okay. Is this going to pull the pin on everybody else pitting? We'll see.
It might just.
Lika is doing a very, very good job here on the harder tyre. In 8th spot, he's just picking his way through. There's a yellow flag sector 2. It's disappeared now.
I think that was HSHA again, who's just been lapped by Imperfect Car.
Nils is starting to close up on Imperfect Car. Gap's down to about 3 seconds on Imperfect Car and Nils.
It might be down to that. It might be down to the lapped car, but we'll have to see if he can keep narrowing it down, because we could have a race on our hands here. As we see Alex and Tommy still really, really close on track for the moment. I think Tommy's going to have a much better run at him into turn 1 here, especially than last time. He's closed up a bit, he's just not quite able to make the distance from turn 1. Can he do it into turn 3 maybe? Down into Sports Centre, opens the DRS. Can he get any closer? I don't think so.
No, he's not within that magic half a second to get past, so I think he's just going to have to sit and be patient just at the stage. German sets a new fastest lap with 22.7.
Gunman sets the fastest lap.
I mean,
He's on a recovery
I'm
drive now.
really rooting
After
for
that
somebody
moment
here,
out
but I'm
of
not going to
Prost.
jinx him.
Rand,
I've not even watched second position yet, so we'll see.
Random Serious picks up another 3-second penalty for.
Bias is already coming
ones.
out from Smalley.
I'm not going to be responsible for jinxing him.
That wouldn't be like Smalley to be biased towards anybody.
Nils for the win. Nils for the win.
We've got we've got another train forming up here. I think it has to be said, as we look to Tommy, Nils, and Alex, all pretty close on track. I think Alex has been closing up on Nils this past few laps, and we've got Tommy closing on Alex for the past few laps. So this could all come to a head at some point before the first wave of pit stops for these guys.
German is
Stinson,
flying, trying to.
he already shares the same bit of he already shares the same bit of track. So there we go. Pit window is open for anyone on the soft compounded tyre. German, I reckon this will be his sign to possibly bring it in. I don't know if has he been in before? Do you not know?
No.
No, German. Yes, he has.
No, he is not.
He has. He's dropped
Yeah,
another.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
no, sorry, German has been in. Oh, has he spun again?
Oh no!
He's spun again and he's lost the wing.
He was absolutely raking at mine, trying to catch up, and obviously, just that incident. Oh, he's lost an end plate as well.
Oh, it's going from bad to worse.
Yeah, I thought I saw some debris falling off that car.
He's having an absolute nightmare.
So, a bad day goes to an even worse one for that Ferrari.
Oh,
See,
Tommy!
The top four and all are all on softs. Obviously, Stinson's only 6 seconds behind
Did you
the
see
leader.
him?
When these come in for the pit,
I take it you
Stinson's
saw
gonna
him
fly
running the
past.
curb at weights there.
Yeah, came out of turn 12. He just ran out wide. In fact, who's coming in? Imperfect Car's in. From the
Yeah.
That's
lead.
one of the Williams. That's imperfect car.
Right, let's just stop the race now.
Stinson.
Now, what? Now, why would
Stinson
you want to do
already
that?
onto the back of Alex and Tommy.
How many laps do you think these hard
Let's see.
tyres are going to go? I'm just trying to work out where Lika's going to end up.
Well, Lika is now up into
I'd
sixth
have to say
spot.
they'd run up to probably lap 20 if you're going to be doing the one-stop strategy.
So there's up 20, and then... Do you reckon that'll be onto the soft for the 9 laps? Or do you think it'll be coming early and jump onto the mediums?
That'll be his one-stop, I reckon. Hards to softs.
Yeah.
German's out.
Oh!
In fact, he might have retired
That
in
was
the
pit
pits.
lane
I don't know.
retirement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he
It's
has.
just it was, yeah. Horrid day for British driver there. As we see, Alex and Tommy getting
And
still
Stinson.
close to each other so far, with Stinson already on the back of these two. I mean, I've been watching the past few laps. He's just been closing the gap at every single opportunity he can get. But I don't reckon he's going to have it for free here, you know? I reckon he's going to have to actually earn the positions for his own.
Well,
Sure, he still gets a 3-second time penalty there for multiple
Nils
warnings.
and Alex are in, and
Alex
Tommy
goes into the pits. I think
Oh, Tommy!
gets a massive slide on.
I thought Tommy was going to have a kick out there and spin right in front of Stinson, but Stinson through, now into the lead. And also, sorry to burst your bubble here, Smalley. Nils picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, no. What are you doing, Nils?
Yellow flag. The Eiton's out. The Eiton's
It's
out.
McLaren.
Oh.
It's the Eiton. That looks like an on-track
Oh,
retirement. That could cause a safety car, maybe.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
think
look like
he's
it's
just
going
off
to yet, and
enough.
he's been caught out by that outside curve at weights.
Oh. Oh dear. No, it's not going to
look.
cause safety car.
The incident's cleared. The car's, yeah, it's already been cleared.
Yeah, Mick, I think
It's remarkable
there
it
might be
didn't,
a little
but
bit
that should
young
serve as a
for
warning
Moon.
to all the drivers, really.
Is Tommy really attacking that curb at turn 12?
Didn't Tommy used to work on the docks?
No, the unions have been on strike.
Oh, it's just our work on the docks as well. I just thought we might have something in common.
Oh no, he was just down on his luck.
These two make a conversation that I don't understand as Tommy looks to go into the pits.
He's on his 11th lap on his medium tyres. He's up in the second. He's worked his way through quite quietly, as is obviously Nicola. He's in third now. He's doing all right. Perfect car,
Tell you
imperfect
what
car's
I'm
up
looking
the
at
fourth.
now, I'm looking at
Perfect
Alex.
England, that.
Oh,
Tell you
something
what, I'm
like
looking
that.
at Alex and Nils here, who are pretty close to each other on track. Going in turn 3 now.
Stop looking at Nils here.
They were
Move on to somebody else.
I was gonna say I'm
Anybody
looking at
else?
Alex and get away with it that way.
Yeah, we can live with that.
But yeah, Tommy's actually come out a good bit behind. He was fighting before Alex, so he's disadvantaged from the
Maximus
uppercut
is out.
at this point.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, we got a safety car.
VSC.
Oh, yeah, he has
VSC.
I think we've got a Red Bull off
Maximus.
Prost.
Max.
We have a Red Bull there off at Prost. Maximus. He did quite look comfortable, I have to say, with that car, especially after that spin at
I
turn
wouldn't care,
1.
Max
but
isn't
that's
to be sniffed
really
at as well.
unfortunate
He's
for
a
Red Bull
really
driver.
fast driver. in F1.
Melbourne. Well, I mean, this track seems to have been catching out a good few drivers now.
Right, here we go. And it's green flag and
Back
virtual
racing
safety
again.
cars
The
gone.
order's not going to change too much.
So Tom,
Stinson's off. 9 seconds ahead, nearly 10. Andy's on the fresher mediums as well.
He's
on the
driving
lap.
his own race now, isn't
Yeah, definitely. He's in no man's land.
it's his race to lose from here. But as
Yeah, let's watch Stinson.
as German's proved, anyone can make a mistake at any time.
he? Super Bounty. Basically, what's happening is I've had this before. It's a problem with my game at the moment, where for some reason it causes a massive amount of lag every time I join it. My internet's fine, my game's fine, but every other time I try and talk on this, I get a massive delay. People will talk like 3 seconds later for me than they would usually, and cars just hop around all over the place. I'm doing my best to try and commentate, but it's just a bit tough at the moment, so I have to kind of do my own commentary while trying to mind what others are saying and consider that, for me, I'm going to be like 3 to 5 seconds later in their speech. So,
Plus, he eats lots of Skittles and he's on a high.
that too.
I'm just watching Nils and Alex here battling for 5th spot. Alex is keeping Nils very, very honest here. But he's not close enough to actually make a move at the minute. Nils
Tommy
is
just
actually doing enough.
Who was that, Tommy Ash?
Tommy's just a bit further behind than this.
Yeah, Tommy's 2 seconds further back from Alex. So he's going to have to be a bit patient as VR comes into the pit lane for his first stop of the day.
That's going on to the hard.
Tommy's not going to get any dinner when he gets home. Gina's been working the diner all day.
Moving on.
Whose stupid idea was it asked me to do this on a Saturday?
Stinson picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple ones. Although he's not.
Oh, no, that's...
Well,
Yeah,
if it keeps on like this, it's not really going to much.
It was
That was
Josu.
a Renault of Jusu, but I think.
Yeah, Josu's had a incident. I'm just trying to see if he's missing anything.
He's lost an M plate. His right side
He has.
M plate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's really struggling. I thought he was going to pin it straight into the wall, come around that last corner. He's doing a good job, mind
So
you.
just to recap, we've had most of the grid stops so far. We've only got 3 cars that haven't stopped. Make that 2 as Robot pulls into the pits. We've still got 12 cars in this race up to 4 retirees. Maximus and the Iton have had their own incidents on track, and German and Lazo have retired in the pits.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And now Lika's been hounded by Imperfect Car for 3rd place. Imperfect Car has a better tyre advantage than Lika. There's a yellow flag, sector 3.
Oh, it's HSHA.
It is, he's
Seems
round.
like he's stuck on the wall.
It looks like, yeah, it's the Alpha Tauri.
Yeah. He's
Reportedly
turned it
still in
round
the
there.
race, but this is turning this. Yeah.
Imperfect
Yeah,
Car's now up to 3rd. He's managed to overtake Lika, and that's because Lika
Oh,
still
he's
making
round
hard
again.
tyres
Oh, the
go.
chaos he's managed to get past.
He's backwards.
Yeah, the tyres on that AlphaTauri are going to be boiling hot
Red
in this
hot.
lap. I reckon he'll have to pull it in, to be honest. Already on 9-lap old soft tyres, they'll be about in that pit window now. So yeah, that'll be in very soon for the AlphaTauri, who's had a pretty miserable afternoon, has to be said.
Yep, he's in the pit lane.
Oh, I never said hello to Bounty neither. Hello, Bounty. It's a Bounty.
And also, we've forgotten to wish someone a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ed.
Yeah, happy birthday, Astro.
Because every day is his
Happy birthday, Astro.
And we have Mr.
Anything you
Hammerbush
sing
on
on
the
the stream?
stream saying, sing me a song, Ash.
No.
There's your answer, Hammerbush.
Yeah.
I think that's Danny's job. From everyone else.
Danny's awesome.
We've got yellow flag sector 1. I think it's that AlphaTauri again of HHA coming out behind the racing point there of VR. Sorry to stumble my words.
Who's had a pint? I had racing paint.
No point.
No paint.
Is that just because you're about to open
What?
another can of substance?
Yeah, I mean, it's fitting as well because we're in Australia.
We're all here. We're all watching a good race.
Yeah. Everyone has just spaced out a little bit at this stage, looking at all the gaps, and Alex has just dropped.
Particularly close to each other.
And Perfect
Yeah,
got
no
past
one's
Lika,
close
but
to each other on
Lika's not
track.
letting him go. He's still sitting a couple of seconds on him.
Lika's been 16 laps on the same tyre. He's the only one to have been on the hard tyre at the start, and he's doing a very good job. If he moves to the softs, he could be flying at the end of the race.
Do we think the mediums will go 19 laps?
Wow.
It'd be a stretch, and I think you'd be risking puncture territory, but you could do it, I reckon.
I'm just trying to work
but yeah,
out
like you
whether
said, really good stint
Imperfect
here.
has to go back in again, I think. Because we've got Lika and Imperfect. I think we're both going to say another... We're definitely going to say another stop from Lika, but I'm not sure
Stinson's in.
Imperfect. Right, so there's a soft.
Then that's that 2-stop then, locked in.
So that's going
That's
to be...
soft
how
on the
many
tyre,
laps?
so he's
12
going on the
laps
soft on the tyre
softs?
to end this race.
Avi's in.
Yeah, that'll be 12 laps. He's got enough position at the moment to just conserve them. He's got enough of a lead that he has a pit stop gap over the car that he's literally just come out behind. So he can do his own thing at the moment. He can stay those tyres as much as he wishes, and still have a very, very comfortable lead into the final stint of this race.
Avi's he's spent 16 laps on the mediums, and he's managed to move his way up to 7th. So that's a good job there from Avi. So I'm expecting Lika to still be out there for another few laps just yet, being on the hard tyre. Just haven't seen Avi do 16 laps on the mediums. I don't know, this could be quite a good one.
Just instant.
Just
Since
want,
immediately gets back into the lead.
yeah, that's to be expected. I just want to deliver a message. Shut up, AJ.
Oh, my favourite commentator personally thingy.
Oh,
Hi, AJ.
thank you,
Moving
AJ.
on.
It's nice. It would be nice for a change. Boy, as Lika has just proved me entirely wrong and decides to
Got
pit this lap.
Lika in the pits. There we go. That's a good show from Lika. He'll have to do the 10 laps now on his
Yeah, I
soft
think it is
compound
as well,
tyres, I reckon
because
it'll be. We're
if
going to see as he comes
Imperfect
into the
goes
pits
in
now.
later-
That is the soft compound of tyre.
If Imperfect goes in later, at least he's on them now and he can push hard on them now.
Right, there he goes. So he's going to come out in 7th spot. He's
I
going to
mean,
be.
could you imagine if Liga hadn't have had that upset in quali, where he'd actually be now if he didn't have to fight his way through all that traffic?
He would have easily been.
Well,
sort of
either
top
way, he's got
5
10
or
laps
4.
now. Got 10 laps now on that new soft compound tyre to try and make up some time to Avi in front, and then hopefully get up to get past Tommy. But there's a big gap in the middle of that. Let's see if he can close it down.
Be interesting to see. Alex, meanwhile, has closed back up to the back of Nils a little bit, so actually get back under that second gap for DRS.
Nils
So
in third. Nils in third position, Smalley.
Yes, AJ, if you don't want to be strangled, I suggest you shut up about our friend so we don't jinx him.
He's running very well in third, isn't he, Smalley?
This is all going to be Tay's fault. I'm sorry, Nils. I really am. Tay,
Yeah.
if this goes wrong for Nils, you're going to be the hunted.
Yeah, that sounds about right. As he's got Alex now on the back of him. I think this is the closest gap on track at the current moment in time. So as much as you don't like Smalley, we're probably going to have to stay on board
Yes,
with these two
knew.
as they head round turns 8 and 9.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble a little bit again, Smalley, but Nils has got 8 seconds worth of penalties, whereas Alex hasn't got
they
any.
don't count for nothing.
So Alex at the minute is sitting in a provisional P3.
Yeah, they're both on 9-lap old mediums as well, to be fair as well, so it doesn't really matter about the strategy end of it.
And Tommy in 5th is only sitting 2 seconds further back, with only 3 seconds worth of penalties. So Nils could be down to 5th here if he
but
doesn't get scared on.
This is only a practice run for Nils, you know. You've got to have to
Just
learn
testing
by
the
Yeah,
mistakes.
That's it. You just stuck your way through a sentence, Smalley.
Yeah, because I kind of don't want to jinx him at the same time. But it's just a learning curve, isn't it? That's what it is. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
He
that's
gets the
true.
experience in now and then.
All he's doing is testing
Oh,
the track
he's-
limit. Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, and
Right.
he's held on
Because you're watching him now.
because this is the closest
a
battle
bit-
on track. That's why.
He's done the right thing though. He moved right to the side just in case, but he still managed to stay in front.
Let's see. He's
Looking where Lika's went to. Lika has.
he's in 7th.
Oh, Lika's flying there. That time's just coming off now.
Avi's
Him and,
closing up the
Avi.
back of Tommy. Yeah,
Closing any more. So this is going to become a bit of a chain reaction here. If Tommy can hold on to Avi and then Avi can hold on to Lika, we've got a fine battle on our hands
Yeah,
going
definitely.
into the very last laps of this race.
yeah, that could soon be the battle to keep an eye on. VR's. I want to give a bit of a shout out to VR as well. He's in 10th place, only 2.5 seconds back from Robot in 9th. So he's doing himself a very, very
poor
good
Vernon
job.
from Belgium.
If I remember right, he had a pretty dire race start as well, so that's a really good job to lift himself into the points in the Australian race.
He's kept himself to himself. He's just had a quiet race and just brought himself through the order. So that's a good job to Mr. Ver, or Vernon from Belgium, as Smolly might say.
I'm not sure about Joe. I like Joe a lot, but I think he might be sandbagging.
Well, we'll find out a little bit later on. The D2 race is about an hour's time. To which Danny will be the man commentating for that race. So
I think our Ginger Jedi is commentating too.
Are you, Mr. Tay?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to. This is getting a bit... whatever is going on with my game, I think it would be better if someone else takes over.
To be fair, I mean, I've had a few issues with F1 when it doesn't like me loading into the lobby for some reason, but as soon as I'm in the lobby... Oh, Joe just nearly had enough there. It doesn't like us entering the lobby, should I say, but once I'm in, I'm absolutely fine. But that point of trying to get in, like once the invites go out, it takes me about 5 or 6 times to get in the lobby. I mean, I tell Bounty when he does the F2 league, Robot obviously when he does the D3 or Lex, send me 5 or 6 invites because I know I'm not getting in on the first one. It's a weird old game.
Or it might just be you, Smalley. You might just dislike you.
Possibly.
Because
I'm not going to lose no sleep on that.
It's strange because I've never had any problems loading into F1. It is very, very bizarre how...
Just your dodgy GTS lobbies.
Hey, look, I've not had any problems for quite a while, I'll have you know. It's always been a certain robot that's had the problems the last few times.
Yeah, but he's using the same Wi-Fi as AJ.
Oh, what? The Southern Fried Chicken place?
I think it's the burger one.
Oh, that one. Right, okay. Stop flexing.
Oh, Stinson's dropped a...
Stinson's in the pits again.
He is in the pits.
Yeah, he's in the pits again.
Has he got the fastest lap yet or not?
What?
I would imagine he has, but...
What's he doing?
Why is he pitted?
That's the third stop.
That's what I was saying before. Was he going to take them tyres?
That's a weird move. We're going to have to see if he can catch back up to Imperfect Car now. He's got 5 laps. He can probably close the gap enough. We know he's very talented, but that's just a very, very bizarre pit stop from...
Do you think he's testing himself?
He was comfortably leading this race.
It was like...
don't see why he'd need to.
It was like with Joe at Vietnam, when he pitted from the lead, didn't need to, and ultimately lost him the race.
And Lika's right on the back of Avi now.
Right, okay, so Stinson's already gained a second or so already on this lap on Imperfect Car, as Smalley's parrot has something to say.
Laps.
Let's just be thankful he doesn't swear.
Well, that's true, Danny.
Yeah.
And that gap has absolutely thrown down. That's 2.5 seconds Stinson's gained in one lap.
This is a flex, this. 100%.
What? You don't think Tons of Fun is actually wanting to flex his muscles, do you, Smalley?
Just a tiny bit, I think. But hey, all credit to him if he can do it.
Well, let's see. That gap has... Oh, look at this. And Nils picks up another penalty. He's now up to 11 seconds.
He's just testing them, man. He's just pushing them to see what he can get.
He's a threat going down.
He's got as a tool.
11 seconds.
Oh, Jeebus. Mind you, Joto's picked up 15. And Random's 15. So there's the 3 drivers.
Stinson has just absolutely cut that gap down. It's up to down to 2.5 seconds on this lap alone. He's absolutely, you can just see he's absolutely pushing like absolute crazy. The gap's already down to 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's got him 100%.
1:21.2. That was more or less 4 seconds in a lap.
That was a quali lap nearly. But he wasn't even using his ARS.
That was quicker than some quali laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have put him lower end of top 10 in quali, I think.
Yeah, but all you've got to say to yourself, I mean, if he tries to make the moves in this contact and they both end up DNFing through it, it's, I don't know, it's just mental. Why take the risk?
Here he goes. He's now on the back of Imperfect Car.
Yeah, he's
there he goes.
Easily past him.
Oh, that was quick.
No, that was 2 laps. In fact, 2.5, should I say, sorry.
Go on, pit again. Pit again.
Have you got the minerals?
Well, I don't think he has. Licola picks up a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Mind you, that's odd for Liga to pick up penalties because he's generally one of the ones that doesn't pick up any.
As it's past Avi.
He's past Avi. He's up to 6.
Into Ascari.
Yeah, good job.
Let's see if he can close the gap with Tommy. I don't think he's going to have enough time. Is Alex still chasing Nils?
I mean, both the tyres are going to be coming to the end of their life, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle. All Tommy needs to do is just stay consistent, do what he's doing.
He's got a podium pretty much. In fact,
I haven't looked at the penalties because I didn't want to know.
Sorry,
He shall not be named before.
So Nils has got 11 seconds worth of penalties.
Like you keep repeating.
Yep. Sorry, I forgot to say that, so I'll say it again. Nils has got 11 seconds worth of penalties. Random Sirius and Josu have got 15. Sorry, I've forgotten if I said it. Nils has got 11 seconds worth of penalties. Stinson, Imperfect Car, Avi has got 6 seconds. The rest have got 3. And sorry, Smalley, just in case you forgot, Nils has got 11 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah.
I like you really, Nils. You're a nice guy.
Yeah, and this is his new teammate in JDS, by the way.
You should... Oh, there's someone slowing down.
I'm just...
That's alright, we're off again, we're all good. I think it was just traffic.
I'm looking at that now, I think it was Renault.
Might be Joe.
I think it was one of the runners of... I think it might have been the Juicy there, getting lapped and maybe slowing down and...
Possible.
A random's
Tommy's
on the
just
other
went
side of
past
the lap
them.
at the moment.
So Liga should be just coming behind them shortly.
Lika's 3 seconds back from Tommy. So I think that's going to be his lot. But that's a good job from Lika to go up to 6th place.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, he had a horror start, so... I mean, yeah, hats off. Starting from last and to get 6th, incredible job.
That's a good job from Alex. I'm still watching this battle on the stream. Alex is now starting to drop back a little bit from Nils, but Alex is very much, he doesn't need to attack Nils too much because he knows he's going to get 3rd on penalties.
It's just a pride thing, isn't it, though? That's all it is.
Well, yeah, if you want to get past on track, or you just be patient as Joe picks up yet another penalty. That's now up to 18 seconds. As Mr. I'm going to go 4 seconds a lap faster starts his final lap.
Bennett. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Well, that's not very nice, Smalley.
Oh, VR's just picked up 3 seconds there as well. I wouldn't
Not
care.
very nice, but it would make the race a bit more interesting.
VR's just on the back of Robot and all coming into this last lap. Little battle forming there, but maybe he's just too late.
Yeah, I don't think that's close enough for the moment as we watch. Stinson coming through weights now into the final sector of this lap. I mean, what can you say?
GG, leave it at that.
He's just been fastest guy on track all day. As he picks up another penalty on the way. He doesn't need to worry too much. Here he comes through the final corner and he wins. There he goes.
Good job.
Well done to Smalley for admitting that. Second place.
He's fast.
Imperfect car.
Second place.
Nils will cross the line in third place, but it's going to be overtaken by Alex, I believe. In a minute there it goes.
And Tommy.
Nils drops down to fourth. Tommy comes across the line, jumps him again as well.
Lika jumped him as well.
Also overtakes him as well.
Yeah, but let's just hope Nils has used that.
We hear the...
So that's it.
It's Robot Tay.
Am I breaking up a bit?
Yes.
You were just for a second there.
Well, at least it didn't do it during the race.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say there. Hopefully Nils, Random and Jodo, they've used what they've learned in it, and hopefully it makes for entertainment in the second race for D2 later. In about, what time is it? You're looking about 50 minutes.
As Robot now comes across the line for 9th, chased by VR. Across the line for 10th. Good job there from VR to get a point in D1. I think he had very, very little practice as well, so...
Oh, look at the man. There's my bestie. Driver of the day. Well done. Yeah, awesome job. All of them.
Yeah, very, very good job.
Takes a lot of... I don't know what the right word is, but it takes a lot just to actually come into a race where, you know, points really don't mean anything for the last race, but you still turn up. So well done to all them guys.
Yeah, it's a very, very good job from them all.
But look at them penalties, man.
Well,
everybody, I think.
Who was your drivers of the day?
You've got to say it, but it's got to be Stinson. I mean, he dropped in for a new set and was 7 seconds behind and made that back up, man. That's just absolutely fantastic. Still boring, though.
Bit of an outside show, but I think Random Series had a bit of an issue at the start of this race, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure where he ended up, but he's clawed his way back up to 8th.
I've kind of got to throw Lika in there as well. Starting right from the back and getting all the way up to 5th. So, I mean, if you look at the positions he's gained, it's really hard to call, but I would probably say Stinson because he's had a flawless race, but a joint driver of the day with Lika, and I'm not being biased at all. I mean, to pull that kind of move and get that far up the table, if you like, is great race. And the 3 D2 drivers as well racing in there. I mean, we've got Robot and that, but I think a lot of the time they weren't getting in anybody's way. They were just moving, staying out of the way, having their own little battles like Robot and VR, stuff like that. But yeah, great race. Even though there was some big gaps, it was still entertaining. I mean, especially them first 5 or 6 laps, it was absolute bedlam. But I think that's what makes them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
secretly everybody wants carnage. It's horrible for the driver there and then, but for a viewing perspective, it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good race to watch. And obviously we've got another race happening in 45 minutes, the D2 finale. Danny will be the man with the microphone for that race. So thank you, Tay. Thank you, Smalley.
Hammer.
We'll leave the stream there. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.
Yep, and hopefully we'll see you next season.